Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday, guys. It's April from MamaLovesFood.com and DinnerHero.com. I hope you're well. You all look gorgeous. Happy to see you. Go ahead and leave your mental health number in the comments below. 1 is low, 10 is high. I was like a solid 7.5. Excuse me. Until about 10 minutes ago. And I'll tell you a little story about what happened. Now I'm like a 5.5. I'm sure I'll recover by the end of the show, but I have a little PSA for you at some point in this we'll talk about. So it's Friday though, guys. It's Cantina night number like 4,722. It is the 23rd millionth day of March. Anyway, how are you? So we're going camping. I told you this, right? We're going camping next month. We've got a month to prep, which is good because my husband and I have not gone tent camping in 20 years, maybe more. And we've never done it with kids. So again, I've asked for any tips and tricks you have. Make sure you leave them in the comments or send me a message. A couple people have already sent me some fantastic things, ideas. And I appreciate that. So we're kind of I'm slowly like researching and buying, trying to buy a little bit every day or, you know, every few days, not buying it all at once so that I'm not totally overwhelmed. So yesterday evening, I bought, did we just freeze? I bought the tents, which is exciting. And I will share the links to those. Hold on one second. We just lost our internet connection. Hopefully we don't lose you. Good morning, Miss Rhonda. Did we get back? Did we come back? I don't know. I think we're back. Okay. Anyway, so we bought tents. There were several that we were considering. One of which was the cutest A-frame tent. It's huge. It's like a 12 by 14 A-frame tent that, maybe even bigger than that, Walmart sells. And it looks like a little cottage and I just love it. And it was just the cutest, but I was voted down on that one, which was sad for me, but it's okay. We ended up with a more traditional tent insofar as like shape, but we did go with an instant tent. I don't know if you guys ever used the instant tents. Happy Friday, Gina. Gina's an 8. High five. That is a solidly good high number. I love that for you. Yeah, so we went with Core is the name of the company, and I have no experience with them, so hopefully it's good. It's got good reviews, and it's so the instant ones are the ones where you literally just pull them out of the thing and then you like lift. Are you familiar with like pack and plays, how you lift them and then you just lock each pillar or whatever it's called? Same concept. So we felt like for our first time camping, especially because we're gonna do it, you know, not close to home, so it's gonna be evening or, you know, late afternoon when we get there. We wanted to make sure that we had tents that we weren't going to be struggling to set up while we were also about, you know, needing to get dinner ready, and also we just wanted to be able to enjoy the first night. So we've canceled every other thing we've done that we had planned for the year, so we figured we'd spend just a little bit more, and they weren't crazy expensive, but we spent a little bit more on tents in the hopes that they would ease of use and whatnot. So good morning, Miss Karen. How are you? So let me go ahead and share those with you if you're curious. I don't know. Are you curious? Maybe you're not. Maybe you are. It's quiet in here today. Is everybody out on vacation or is everybody at work now? Marla says practice before you go. Yes, so that's why I ordered the tents. That's like the first thing I ordered was the tent. Well, we ordered the toilet first, but that was because we thought we were going to do something different. Anyway, long story short. Yes. We ordered the tents in advance for 2 reasons. 1, to practice putting them up and setting them down, and then 2, to add another waterproof layer. The thing I'm reading over and over again is just because tents say they're waterproof doesn't mean they're like really waterproofed. So I'm gonna order today. There's a few different brands, like Scotchgard makes one, and there's a few different ones that are more tenting geared that you just spray it on and let it dry completely, and then it gives you another layer of rain protection. So my husband has told me that when he went camping as a kid, apparently they camped a lot as kids. Here we go. Here's we bought 2 tents. They always got caught in rain. So he's gonna jinx us, I'm sure. So I just want to make sure that we are as rain protected as humanly possible. Because 7 wet people is no fun. Hi, Mom! Oh, that is not the right link. Sugar bugger. I messed up that link. Sorry. That is a projector link. Here's the big tent. Big tent. Good morning, Diana. Okay, there's the big tent. And it's got like 3 rooms, so what I think we're gonna do is we've got like kind of narrow blow-up mattresses that we've used before. We're gonna get a few more of those because my kids have grown and the kids' size won't fit them anymore. So we'll do 2 kids in 1 room. The middle room will be emptied for changing and whatnot. Yes, Rosie, we have lots of tarps. We'll bring those too. But just trying to be like super as diligent as possible because we're going to be 10 hours from home and I don't really want to end up in a hotel if we don't have to. And then the other room will be my husband and one more kid, or me and one of the other kids. And then I bought a second tent, a smaller tent. Let's see if I got the link right on this one. Same brand, very similar, but it's just a single room. And then it'll be me and 2 other kids, or my husband and 2 of the other kids. So yeah, that's what we went with. It has good reviews. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Diana says, love those cabin tents, great use of space. Yeah, I feel like if we did the 1 room, we would just end up kind of all sprawled out and it would get messy, right? I love the ability to divide. Diana says battery powered fans. Yes, somebody else suggested that earlier in the week and I put that right on the list. So absolutely. We're gonna get battery powered fans, but also we'll bring some propane heaters because it's up in the mountains and it'll be end of October, so it's got the potential to be pretty chilly. But also, yeah, fans because you want the air circulating. So okay, so the reason I am a 5.5 and not a 7.95 or 7.5, whatever I said. Right before I was about to start the show, about 10 minutes before I was about to, good morning, Mom. Good morning, Kathy. About 10 minutes before I was about to start the show, my 12-year-old ran into my camper and he's like, there's a dead cat. There's a dead cat. There's a dead cat. I was like, okay, we don't have a cat. So what is happening? Took me out to the yard. You guys, please don't bury your animals in your yard. Or if you do, like, do it properly in a very sealed container in a very deep hole. Because half of somebody's pet ended up in my yard today. It's very disgusting. Good morning, Marie-Ann. How are you? Thank you, Gina. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the tent. Yeah, so that is what we were dealing with. And thank goodness Wes hadn't left for work yet because, you guys, I would not have touched it. It would have just, like, stayed there and that's just where it would have lived forever and ever. Amen. It was really quite horrifying. Something had dug it up, tore it in half. It was very, anyway, so that lowered my number, but we're gonna get it back. It's okay. It'll be fine. Wes was like, why do I have to deal with this? You found it. Can't you deal with it? But I was like, if you want a trail of vomit from the corpse to wherever it ends up. But Wes was going to rebury it in our yard. He's like, I'll just dig a hole and stick it in a hole. I was like, that's how this whole mess started. No. So, yeah. Diana says, are you camping at a campground? You might want to bring wood so you can have some dry for the campfire. Yes, we are camping at a campground. I believe this campground sells wood. They do not allow you to bring in wood from more than 50 miles away. So we're planning on, if we're going to call ahead, because some of the campsites, because of COVID, aren't selling the camp wood. When you get there, people are saying that, the site said that you could, but that, the camp wood wasn't actually there or the firewood wasn't actually there when you got there. So we'll call the day of and find out if they have firewood, and if not, there's a Walmart like on the path up, so we'll just do an order and back in, so it's within the 50 miles or whatever. Yeah, so that's the plan. And then ask that? Yeah, so he was just gonna bury it right back in our yard. I do not want half of somebody else's pet in my yard. Mm-mm. Okay, guys, I have a question for you. I do. Settle a dispute. Settle a dispute between Wesley and me. Wesley told the boys that we are staying at a campground, okay? And it's not like the ones where you're parked like right on top of each other. There's a little bit of woods in between you, but not much, right? Like when the foliage is gone, you can see to the next campsite. Like, you know, if the leaves have fallen off the trees that time of year. In the summer, it's blocked, but you know, that's how you're close enough that you can, you know, it's maybe 100 yards or something. So they're not on top of each other, but they're not super far, right? Okay. That's your background to this story. So Wes told the boys that, and also it's a campground. It's got it's got several like loops of camping areas, and every loop has a bathroom. We do not plan on using that bathroom. Hashtag COVID. We brought a toilet with us, and we'll have a toilet tent. But Wes told the boys that if they have to pee in the middle of the night, just go out of the tent and pee on the nearest tree. I said, that's absolutely not okay. Kind of gross. I don't want a tent site that's had 5 boys peeing on the tree right outside the tent. Like, right? No. Tell me if you agree. Is this right or wrong? I said they can pee in a bottle or go into the potty tent, or just hold it till morning. That works too. Dana says I was going to suggest a toilet tent. Yeah, I mean, just step into the toilet tent. Also, like, go pee before you go to bed, and then just pee in the morning. But whatever. But I also don't want the campsite next to me peeing on the tree in between our campsites. Like, Michelle says other people would see it. Gross. I mean, we're talking in the middle of the night, so no one's going to see it. But the smell, right? It still smells if you're peeing in the same spot. Thank you, Rosie. I mean, I guess it's a boy thing. Like, gross. Ew. No. Marla says keep the bears away. I actually read the opposite. I read that bears are attracted to human urine. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I read. Fun times. Fun times. Weird morning. It's a weird morning. Gina says it's a guy thing. It is a guy thing. And like, I don't mind peeing in the woods. Like, if we're on a hike, but the same kind of thing, right? If you're on a hike in the woods, you go a solid like 70 to 100 yards away from the trail before you relieve yourself. You don't do it like right off the trail for the same reason. I don't want the trail to smell like a toilet. Just in case you're curious. Okay, did I write anything down today? I didn't. I wrote nothing down today. But I did have my story to tell you, so there's that. You guys, I didn't do a grocery order this week. That's not true. I did a mini grocery order because I had to get some stuff for a post I'm writing. But it wasn't a food post, so I barely ordered any groceries this week. So we're going to see how we do. I don't know. I do have a bag of fries, waffle fries still, so... Colleen says scout camping. Human urine, I thought, brings bears. Yeah, that's what I read too. Human urine brings bears. Bottle, but all these boys know not to close the bottle. The whole tent vomit. They didn't close the bottle? Or they better close the bottle. I don't want to smell that all night. Oh my god, can you imagine if they kicked it over? Oh. We actually keep a jug in the car for peeing right now. I've used it. It's fine. The back of our van is super tinted, so you can't see back there. TMI, hi, pee in my van. Michelle says, what's for a canteen tonight? Right, so I'm not really sure. I have some burgers in the back of the freezer, maybe those, but I don't have any buns. But I have a big thing of, so I order from Sam's Club about once a month, just to stock up on stuff that we run low on that you can only get at Sam's Club. And I always forget, like, when I'm ordering, I just do it really quickly, so I always forget. And when I order from like Aldi or Publix, I order like 2 bags of, hash browns or 2 bags of fries, because they're like normal size, right? So that's, my family eats a whole bag in a sitting, and so then it gives me 2 meals. So I made the mistake of ordering 2 bags of hash browns and two bags of fries from Sam's Club. You guys, I still don't know how I fit them in my freezer. They are massive. They are like each 4 bags from the grocery store. So we need to eat through those. So we'll either be doing, we've eaten through 1 of each, and this, I haven't ordered from Sam's Club in a solid month, so that tells you, like, I still have a bag of 1 of each. So we'll do either fries or tater tots for sure, and then I don't know, maybe burgers without buns, although I feel like I'm gonna get pushback on that. Maybe hot dogs, although we did corn dogs last week. I don't know, give me some suggestions, something easy, because I'm not really in the mood to cook anything fancy tonight. What are you guys gonna have for dinner tonight? Tell me. Oh, recipe of the day. Speaking of recipes, Colleen says Tater Tot Casserole. I did Tater Tot Casserole last week, so they do love it. They do love Tater Tot Casserole, but I just did it, so probably won't do it again. It is very easy though, and it's delicious. And if you guys want the recipe, I have it on my website. Kelly took those pictures. They're gorgeous. Chili cheese fries. Ooh, we did that. Well, it's probably been a couple months since we did that. Maybe that's a good one. I like that. I like it. Okay. Recipe of the day is refrigerator pickles. At least in the South, it is nacho waffle fries. Oh, I like it. I like that idea. At least in the South, it is cucumber time. Lots and lots and lots of cucumbers coming off the vine. Cucumbers are super cheap at the grocery store right now because there's just a bajillion of them. So recipe of the day is refrigerator pickles. I'm not a canner. I don't have that kind of faith in myself to do the canning. So all of our canned food is frozen or refrigerated. This is no different. Super easy to make, just a couple of ingredients, and you guys, it makes the best pickles ever. Whenever my friends know that I'm making them, they're always like, can I bring you an empty jar? Can you fill an empty jar for me? They're so easy though. Anyways, I highly recommend, if you like pickles, these refrigerator pickles are delicious. Make them. Colleen says tater tot smashed into rolls, potato latte. So I actually did potato pancakes 2 nights ago for dinner. You guys know me. But I don't hate the idea of putting the tater tots, like, maybe in the waffle iron. Do like tater tot buns. It's not a terrible idea. I'm here for it. Alright guys, I love you. You're amazing. Have an amazing Friday. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. What was that?